What's up guys, CJ here and welcome back to another all-new Hybrid Network video. Another day, another update, and a little bit of background on the future of one of those many planned Fox Marvel movies in the wake of Disney's acquisition of 20th Century Fox. The film in question today is X-Force, the planned culmination of the Deadpool franchise, a team-up movie supposedly set to feature Deadpool himself along with Cable and Domino after their introduction in Deadpool 2 later this year, as well as other characters that are still a mystery as of now. The film was set to be directed by Goddard, who you might know best as the director of Cabin in the Woods, an Academy Award nominee for writing the screenplay for The Martian, and the showrunner for the first season of Marvel's Daredevil Netflix series. I say was not because Goddard's leaving the project, but because when Disney acquired 20th Century Fox, all of the film rights they owned suddenly became bound to return home to the House of Mouse and Marvel, throwing the future of projects like the Logan spinoff, the New Mutants trilogy, and yes, Deadpool into jeopardy. But not so fast. Believe it or not, according to multiple reports that we can vouch for, X-Force is still a go. That's right, the X-Force film, much like the Deadpool franchise, is still planning on moving forward even under management by their new mouse-eared overlords. This comes to us by way of our good friends over at Discussing Film and Omega Underground, with separate sources confirming to both of those outlets that the movie is going to be moving forward as planned, and Goddard is still attached to direct. In an article on the subject, Omega Underground points out that Goddard is currently set to reunite with Chris Hemsworth in the film Bad Times at the El Royale, which he'll be directing from this month until April and handling post-production on until fall. With that in mind, they say it's unlikely production would begin until late this year at the earliest, and very possibly filming could be held off until early 2019, assuming things fall into place and actually do proceed as planned. That pegs a release date sometime probably, late 2019 at the earliest, and more likely early to mid 2020. The project moving forward might come as a surprise to some fans, many of whom expected the Fox Marvel slate to change at least a little bit, and some fearing a complete wipe of all of the planned projects so that Marvel could proceed with their own creative vision. Well, Disney CEO Bob Iger put some of those fears to rest almost immediately after the deal was announced, saying that Deadpool would continue to be R-rated and expressing interest in an entire R-rated brand for certain Marvel characters. Still though, questions remained around movies like that Logan spinoff Laura, the James Franco multiple-man movie Gambit, and yes, even X-Force. But at the end of the day, honestly, there's a really good chance that X-Force was always going to be safe if Deadpool was going to continue at Disney. As I said, it's kind of a culmination of the Deadpool franchise really as a whole, and we're set to see the first roots of the team-up film in Deadpool 2 later this year with the introduction of Cable especially, but another potential team member in Domino. But while it's good to hear that plans for the project remain in place, take the report with a grain of salt. To clarify, I believe these guys are 100% accurate when they're reporting these things, but as far as people close to the project are concerned, as of right now the project is moving forward, but that doesn't mean things won't change. Marvel and Disney could decide to change directions on the project as part of a larger reboot of the X-Men as a whole, or they could decide that, despite Bob Iger's comments right after the deal was struck, R-rated films aren't the direction they want to go. There's also a good chance that, much like Noah Hawley said in comments made to Collider yesterday, those sources close to the project haven't heard a final decision from Kevin Feige yet, and so they're just assuming that the project is good to go until they hear something to the contrary. Personally, I think that there was always a really good chance that X-Force would be made under Disney. I mean, as opposed to other future X-Men films beyond Dark Phoenix, or even maybe the New Mutants trilogy, these are characters that probably wouldn't have really interfered with Marvel's plan to integrate the X-Men into the MCU whenever that may happen, and so it was a little bit safer than those other projects. Let me know what you guys think of this news and what you make of the scoops that Omega Underground and Discussing Film dropped. Oh, and of course be sure to hit the links below to give them some love for sharing the news. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider turning on your notifications to be alerted every time we upload a new video. For even more content, check out our website at hybridnetworkyt.com, and if you love HN and want to take your support to the next level, consider donating to us on Patreon as we strive to bring you the best content possible. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.